Hello students. So I extend warm welcome to you all from Department of Biology, Mandavya Excellence Pure College. So before understanding biology lessons, let us recall certain basics of biology. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನಾವು ಬಯಾಲಜಿನ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೋಯರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಆದರೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ PUC ಬಯಾಲಜಿ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಮೊದಲೇ ಲೆಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಫ್ಯೂ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ? You all know biology is a branch of science which deals with study of living things. It deals with the study of living things. So the term biology was coined by Lamarck and Treviranus. So the term biology was coined in 1802. Okay, biology is derived from the Greek word. So biology term is derived from the Greek word. Bios means life and logos means discuss. So discussing about the life process is called biology. Biology is commonly referred as life sciences or biosciences because biology is concerned with understanding the process of life. In biology, there are two main branches. Biology ಎರಡು ಮುಖ್ಯವಾದ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ಗಳಿದೆ. The first branch is called botany. Botany is the study of plants. Sasya Shastra. It deals with the study of plants. So, the second one is called zoology or Prani Shastra. It deals with the study of animals. So, there are two main branches of biology. One is botany, the other one is zoology. And again, biology is studied under three main categories. Biology, ಮೂರು main categories we have to study. The first one is called classical science. The second one is called applied science. And the third one is called interdisciplinary science. So biology is studied under three main categories. One is the classical science. The second one is applied science. And the third one is interdisciplinary science. Okay. Now let us understand one by one. So classical science is study of knowledge and natural phenomena. It is the study of experimentally proved facts for the sake of knowledge. That is, experiment ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಜೀವಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆ ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಕಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಕಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚಸ್. Morphology. What is morphology? The study of external features of an organism. ಒಂದು ಗಿಡ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಣಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದು ಹೊರನೋಟಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಎತ್ತರ ಇದೆ, ಯಾವ ಥರ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ we call it as morphology. The study of external features of an organism is called morphology. External characters of an organism is called morphology. Cytology. See, cytology is also called as cell biology. So, it deals with the study of cell, tissue, organs in relation to their function. It deals with the study of cells, cellಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, tissueಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. So, a number of cells together forms a tissue aggregates to form an organ. the study of cell, tissue or organs. So ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದು in relation to their function is called cytology. Then the other classical science is histology. Histology is a classical science which deals with the study of tissues, whether it may be a plant tissue or it may be animal tissue. So in lower classes you have studied plant tissue like parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, etc. So animal tissue, squamous epithelium, columnar epithelium, cuboidal epithelium, nerve cell, like that. The study of tissues is called histology. So anatomy. So what is anatomy? So anatomy is the study of internal structure of an organism. So to study anatomy, tomy means cutting. As well known, tonsillectomy, vasectomy, tubectomy. So anatomy. So studying the internal details of the organism. How will you study? ಯಾವ ಥರ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಸೊ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೆಗಿಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಲೈಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಏನೇನು ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಇದೆ ಒಳಗಡೆ, ಏನು ಥರ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಸೆಕ್ಷನ್. ಲೈಕ್ವೈಸ್ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸು. So that is called anatomy. So the other classical science is physiology. So physiology is the study of mechanism of various body function. If the study of mechanism of various body functions is called physiology. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಜೀವಿಯ ದೇಹದೊಳಗೆ ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ಗಳು, ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾರ್ಯಗಳು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ಫಿಸಿಯಾಲಜಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Then embryology. So the study of the organism, stages of growth of organism from embryo to adult. The study of various stages of growth of an organism from embryo to the adult. ಒಂದು ಆ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯೋ ಇಂದ ಒಂದು ಅಡಲ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ ತನಕ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯಾಲಜಿ. ಎಂಬ್ರಿಯಾಲಜಿನ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ. ಲೈಕ್ವೈಸ್ taxonomy. So what is taxonomy? So taxonomy is also called as biosystematics. It is study of classification of living organism. It's the study of classification. ಅದು ಜೀವಿಗಳನ್ನ ವರ್ಗೀಕರಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ we call it as taxonomy or biosystematic. So next, genetics. So what is genetics? The study of inheritance of character. So ನಮ್ಮ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಇನ್ಹೆರಿಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. And the study of the variation among the organisms of that same descent. ಅಂದರೆ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಯಿಂದ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಬಂತು, ಸೊ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳುಗಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಏನೇನು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸ ಇದೆ, ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಏನೇನು ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸಗಳು, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್. Study of inheritance of the characters from parents to offspring is called heredity. So ವ್ಯತ್ಯಾಸಗಳು or variations is the study of heredity and variation is called genetics. Then ecology. Study of an organism in relation to its habitat. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಜೀವಿ ಅದು ವಾಸ ಮಾಡುವ ಸ್ಥಳಕ್ಕೆ ಕೋರಿಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಎಕಾಲಜಿ. ಸೊ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್? ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಆಫ್ origin of new forms from pre-existing. ಸೊ ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಗಳು, ಹೊಸ ಹೊಸ ಜೀವಿಗಳು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಈಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಆಫ್ origin of new organism from the pre-existing. ಮೊದಲೇ ಇರುವಂಥ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ದ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ಗಳಾಗಿ ಈ ಹೊಸ ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪೇಲಿಯಂಟಾಲಜಿ. Paleontology andre these organism andre ee organism now they are not on this globe, they are extinct. So study of these extinct organism by the aid of fossils, ಪಳೆಯುಳಿಕೆಗಳ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಜೀವಿಗಳನ್ನ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ we call it as paleontology. So biology is studied under three major categories. First one is classical science. Classical science is morphology, cytology, histology, anatomy, physiology, embryology, taxonomy, genetics, ecology, evolution, etc. These are the classical sciences. Now let us move on to applied sciences. So what is this applied sciences? So applied science means, so we already understood the classical part of the living organism. So in applied science, by understanding histology, physiology of any organism, how it is beneficial to the mankind. So that applicatory part is called applied science. So applied science in medicine ide. So ಒಬ್ಬ ಮನುಷ್ಯನಿಗೆ ಏನೋ ಹುಷಾರ್ ತಪ್ಪಿದ್ರೆ if he is unhealthy, so we have to first a doctor should know everything. Is histology ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು, anatomy he should know, so physiology what is taking place, so any alteration, how to treat it, how to rectify it. Here we are applying the knowledge of the classical branch of that particular person. So that is the applied science. Likewise, agriculture. So what is agriculture? So agriculture deals with various aspects involved in soil management, crop cultivation, various aspects involved in soil management, crop cultivation, and it is also involved in raising livestock. Livestock andre ನಾವು ಏನೇನು ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಉಪಯೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಗಾಣಿಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟಾಕ್. ಕುರಿ, ಶೀಪ್, ಗೋಟ್, ಕೌ, buffalo, etc. These are the livestock. So the study of soil management, how to raise the crops, and also raising the livestock is called agriculture. So here, if you are raising you have a cow farm, so you should understand the physiology, you should understand its embryology, every classical part, and then this is applied to rearing of these livestock. So that is the agriculture. Silviculture, study of rearing and raising the trees is called silviculture. Likewise, culturing the honeybees for its honey and wax is called apiculture. Poultry, so raising the birds for their meat and eggs, that comes under poultry. Study of insects is entomology. And sericulture, so rearing the silkworm and getting the silk from them, so that is sericulture. So these branches is called applied science. We have used the knowledge of the classical science and we are yielding the benefits, which is by using that knowledge we are gaining the benefits for the mankind. So that is applied sciences. Now let us understand interdisciplinary branches. So it is the study of life process with the use of tools and techniques of physics, chemistry, and statistics. Study of life process by using the techniques, tools of physics, chemistry, statistics, etc. is called interdisciplinary branch. So here I have quoted three interdisciplinary: biophysics, biochemistry, and biostatics. So what is biophysics? So the study of biological problems by using the principles, study of biological problems by using the principles and techniques of physics. So if you have some infection in the lungs, to understand whether your lungs is in normal or abnormal, they take X-ray. So X-ray is based on the physics techniques. By using the tools and techniques of using physics, we are understanding the biological problem, that is biophysics. Likewise, biochemistry. So biochemistry is the study of structure and nature of the biomolecule. So there are many molecules which are abundantly found in the living organism. Those are called biomolecules. They are generally macromolecule. So, the study of structure and nature of biomolecule in the chemical reaction taking place in living organism. In the chemical reaction that taking place in the living organism is called, what we call it as biochemistry. Likewise, biostatics, study of biological problems using statistical data. So, ಅಂಕಿಅಂಶಗಳನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡು, so the study of the biological problems, biology ಬರುವಂತ problems by taking the statistical data, ಅಂಕಿಅಂಶದ ಆಧಾರದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು study ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನ we call it as biostatics. This is a brief introduction which you are already read in your lower classes. Okay, dear students. Now, let's know what is there in first PUC biology syllabus. So, which are the chapters are there? So, what is the allotted hours per chapter, and also understand the allotted marks. First PUC biology is divided into 5 units. Unit 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So, Unit 1 has 4 chapters. So, these 4 chapters comprises Unit 1. The first chapter is Living World. In this chapter, we understand what is life. What are the characteristics of living organism? What is International Code of Botanical Nomenclature and Zoological Nomenclature? What are the rules to be followed while naming a living organism scientifically? What is Linnaean hierarchy? So, total allotted teaching hours is 3 hours, and allotted marks for this chapter is 3 marks. The second chapter in Unit 1 is Biological Classification. So, the allotted hours is 2, and from this chapter the allotted marks is only 2. So, by seeing these marks allotted, you can plan yourself. So, which is the important chapter, and in which chapter we have to be thorough with 1 marks, 2 marks questions. Like that you can understand. The third chapter is Plant Kingdom. In this chapter we study entire the plant kingdom. So, it may be protozoans, it may be algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and even angiosperm. So, the allotted hours is 6 hours and the weightage is 5 marks. The last chapter, that is 4th chapter of Unit 1 is Animal Kingdom. In this chapter, we focus on the general characters of different phylums and classes, both non-chordates and chordates. So, the allotted hours is, teaching hours is 8 and the marks allotted is 7. So, put together, in Unit 1 there are 4 chapters. So, the total marks is, when we add all these, 7 plus 3, 10, 5 plus 2, 7. 17 marks question will feature in Unit 1. So, if you thoroughly study Unit 1, so you are capable of answering to 17 marks in theory paper. So, this is about Unit 1. Now, let us move on to the second unit, that is Unit 2. So, Unit 2 has 3 chapters: Morphology of flowering plants, Anatomy of flowering plants, and Structural organization in animals. So, Morphology of the flowering. This is the first chapter which I am going to begin in next session. In this chapter, we understand what is root system, what is the stem, what is the leaf. So, totally ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಜೀವಿಯ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಫಾಲಜಿ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಫಾಲಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಫ್ಲವರಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ದ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಔಟ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್, characters of a flowering plants. Even we'll understand the stem, we understand the leaf, we understand the flower and the parts of the flower, so which are essential, non-essential. So the number of teaching allotted hours is 5 and the allotted marks is 4 marks. Next chapter, anatomy of flowering plants. So what is anatomy? The study of internal details of an organism by taking a section or cutting that organism. So in this anatomy of flowering plants, we understand the types of tissue present in the plant. It may be a parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, xylem, phloem, vascular bundle, epidermal tissue system, ground tissue system, like that. Everything we'll study, and we also understand the anatomy, the internal details of dicot root, dicot stem, dicot leaf, monocot leaf, and also we understand the secondary growth in dicots. So the number of teaching hours is 4 and the marks allotted is 4. The last chapter, that is the 7th chapter, 3rd chapter of Unit 1, 2, Structural Organization in Animals. This is quite important chapter for all your NEET and JEE. And here we study all the types of tissues present in animals up to neural tissue, and we understand the details of earthworm, cockroach and also frog. So it's a major chapter. 8 hours is allotted for teaching and the marks is 7. See, 7 plus 4, 11, 15. 15 marks from Unit 2. So Unit 1, the total allotted marks was 17 and Unit 2 is 15. Next, let's understand. Unit 3 has 3 important chapters. The first chapter is Cell, the Unit of Life. Total allotted hours for this chapter is 10 hours and the marks is 8. Previous slide please. Marks is 8 marks. In this chapter, Cell, the Unit of Life, we will understand what is a plant cell, what is an animal cell, what is the cell wall, what is the plasma membrane made up of, and also we will understand the cell organelles present in the cell and their function. We do understand the nucleus, we do have a glimpse on chromosomes. So, ಈ chapter ಸೆಲ್ಲಿನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಜೀವಕೋಶದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನೂ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. The allotted hours is 10 and the marks is 8. This is the first chapter of Unit 3. That is 8th chapter. So Unit 3 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ 2 chapters ಇದೆ. Biomolecules. So ಈ biomolecules are which are the biomolecule? We study about proteins, we study about enzymes, we study about nucleic acids, we study about various other aspects. So biomolecules, the allotted hours is 5 and the marks is 5. The last chapter of Unit 3 is Cell Cycle and Cell Division. In this chapter, we study the 2 types of cell division, mitosis, meiosis, along with the cell cycle. And we also study the significance of mitosis and meiosis and the differences. So 4 hours is the allotted hours and the marks is 5. So put together in Unit 3, 10 plus 10, 20 marks questions will feature from this unit only. The 4th unit in first PUC biology syllabus is plant physiology, we call it as. Physiology is the branch of biology which deals with all the physiological process that takes place in the living organism. Here there are a chapters like, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 chapters are comprises. This is a major chapter, plant physiology. The first chapter is transport in plants. How water get uptake to the various aerial parts of the plant body along with minerals, and how the photosynthetates are transported from leaves to various parts of the plant body, which are the forces involved. So all these aspects we study in transport in plants. Allotted hours is 7 and the marks is 6. The second chapter of Unit 4 is mineral nutrition. So in this chapter we have a glimpse on hydroponics, that is growing the plants on nutrient medium, that is not in soil, nutrient solution. So that is called hydroponics. And we will categorize which are the essential and non-essential nutrients, which are the macro and micronutrients which are essential to the plant body. What is the critical concentration on these aspects we regard, even root nodule formation. So 7 is the allotted hours and 6 marks. Allotted marks for this chapter is 6. The next chapter in unit 3, that is plant physiology, is photosynthesis in higher plants. How the photosynthesis takes place, what is light reaction, what is dark reaction. So what is Blackman's law of limiting factor, all these aspects we study this chapter. This is one of the major chapter. 5 hours is the allotted hours and the marks allotted is 5. The fourth chapter of unit 4 is respiration in plants. In this chapter we understand various aspects, how the food get broken down, carbohydrates moves to the cell, how they get broken down to release energy, and how the plant utilize that energy. So this is 5 hours is the teaching us and the marks allotted is 5. The last chapter of plant physiology is plant growth and development. So here we study, so what is growth? So how it takes place? So which are the growth regulators that controls the growth in that plants? So all the aspects we study, various plant hormones like auxins, gibberellins, cytokinins, ethylene, abscisic acid, etc. And the allotted hours is 7 hours and the marks allotted is 5. See, in this chapter 6 plus 6, 12, 12 plus 5, 17, 17 plus 5, 22 and 27. So last chapter 27 marks is the weightage for this chapter. So it's a major chapter, major unit. There's a fourth unit is one of the major unit. Now let us move on to unit 5. The last but not the least unit is human physiology. So human physiology has many chapters like digestion, absorption, breathing and exchange of gases, body fluids and circulation, excretory products and their elimination, and locomotion and body movements, chemical coordination and integration, neural control and coordination. So human physiology, the first chapter is digestion and absorption. 4 hours is the teaching hours and 3 is marks. Here we understand various aspects of digestion. So what is nutrition? How the food get digested chemically and mechanically. So what are the parts that present in your digestive system? So how absorption of the food takes place. All these aspects we study in this chapter. In second chapter of human physiology, we understand what is breathing, that is respiration, what is inspiration, what is expiration, how the oxygen get transported from blood to various parts of the body, carbon dioxide ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂಗಳಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆದದ್ದು ವಾಪಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So marks allotted is 4 and the marks allotted is 3. The weightage number of teaching hours is 4. So 3 plus 3, 6 marks is already there from digestion and breathing and exchange of gases. The third chapter of fourth unit is body fluid and circulation. Here we understand what is blood. So which are the types of, what is the liquid part of the blood called? We understand the RBC, WBC and platelets, and we even have a glimpse on lymph, the another fluid present in the body. We understand VS of human heart. So mechanism of working of human heart. So double circulation, and even we understand the working of human heart, ECG and the alignments, right, problems related to heart. And the teaching us is 5, allotted marks is 4. The next chapter is excretory product and their elimination. So after digestion, absorption, various excretory products are produced in our body. How they are, excretory products are produced, how they get eliminated. The number of teaching us is 4 and allotted marks is 3. The 20th chapter of and the 5th chapter of human physiology. 20th chapter of biology and 5th chapter of human physiology is locomotion and body movement. Here we study how we move, how the movement takes place in our body, what are the chemical signals that takes place, how the muscles move. All these aspects we study. So 5 hours is the allotted hours and 4 marks is the weightage. The next chapter is neural control and coordination. Here we understand the neural tissue, nervous system, central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. So entire brain and its parts will study. We also study about reflex action. So this weightage for this chapter, the number of teaching hours is 6 and the weightage is 5. The last chapter of human physiology and even biology is chemical coordination and integration. So entire your body is controlled by neuroendocrine system, that is nervous system and various hormones produced by various glands. So all these aspects, which hormones are produced in your body, how they regulate your body function. So the weightage is 6 hours and 6 marks and hours allotted is 6. So totally from human physiology, 6 from digestion and respiration, 4, 10, 13, 17, 722 and 628. So 28 marks will feature from this human physiology. So this is a glimpse of biology, syllabus for first PUC. Total 120 hours of teaching. In your question paper, 105 marks questions will feature. Of 105 marks, the maximum marks is 70. 35 marks questions are choice questions. So you have abundant choice. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, 35 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, 70 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಬ್ರೀಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ and first PUC biology syllabus. From next class, Kavya madam will start from the first chapter and I will start the first chapter of unit 2, that is morphology of flowering plants. Thank you.